what advice would you give to moms out there? Maybe they've just broken up with their partners. It's still new. It's still new, and they don't know. Like you're saying, it feels like when it comes to, because I'm also in a co-parenting relationship. Okay, co-parenting
partnership.
Okay,
Because
partnership.
you must include the other partner,
Yes.
and the partner must also acknowledge you.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
sometimes it doesn't even get off.
No.
And I'll be the first one to say it wasn't this easy. But see, I was a nightmare.
Yes.
And she was always there trying, and I'm like, pride, ego, bitterness.
Yeah.
Until you realize like this person's not going anywhere, and yes, I'm they need to show
Yeah.
or pitch or audition.
Yeah.
But it's been 10 years. I mean,
It's such a blessing.
she's still here, you know.
Yeah. And what advice would you give to parents, moms and dads who are struggling a bit with co-parenting?
Okay, so first of all, is that my camera? I would
Yes.
say this. Don't try this at home. And I say this in jest, in the sense that, you know, Nandi's Nandi, I'm me, and Tabo's Tabo. So we cannot say that it'll turn out the same.
Gotcha.
Because we are different people and different personalities, and our temperaments are not the same.
Yeah.
So I can only share from my perspective, because it's not a one size fits all, right? Is you really have to get to a point where you're over the BS
Yeah.
and the hurt
Yeah.
and the anger. And I'm not saying that I was never hurt and angry. I was for a long time, until I started realizing how that is going to affect my child's development. I remember there was a time where he was 7 years old, and there was like you know, at the end of the year, those nativity plays, where they do the NG things. And he asked, "Are both of you coming?" And it was the anxiety and the tremble in my son's voice when he said, "Are both of you coming?" Because he didn't trust that we were in the right space enough to be in the same space. So he was just like trying to manage, oh no, my mom and my dad. And I was just like, that's just too much of a burden. You're 7 years old.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be worried if both your parents are going to be at your show. You should be very excited.
Yeah.
And obviously that's because of the stuff he had kind of seen between the two of us. And he was like, these two. And then that's when I realized that I'm going to have to change my act. I'm going to have to put a lot of the things that I was struggling with, which also forced me to start dealing with my own issues, in order to put him first.
Yeah.
And I'm very grateful for Tabo. And I have to say this because a lot of people think because of his personality, hectic. I actually admire Tabo's maturity for being able to see past certain things and having the patience. And he said, I don't know how long it's going to take,